All right, what's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing good. Sorry for the late show. I'm not feeling too great today. I got sick last night. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm not all there. But I figured I'll get on here and do a show with y'all real quick. It ain't going to be quick. We got a lot of games to go over. But we definitely missed a morning slate. So we're going to start around the, 2:30 games around there. We're going to start with college football, move into college basketball, and then end the show with some NBA. Yesterday was another good day, man. I gave you guys one of my VIP plays yesterday, which was Houston Christian. If you guys watched that game, they almost won that game outright, bro. We almost had the plus 500 money line. Almost, man. Um, they folded at the end. They had to lead the entire game and folded at the end. But the VIP play was plus the 11 and a half points. It was a no sweat cash the whole time. So we did really well in VIP yesterday. Um, Looking to do it again today. I did just lose the cover on Georgia. I had Georgia over Marquette. We had the 7.5. And Georgia fought the fault, man, but they just could not get it together in the end. And that is a big problem why I always talk about how I just don't agree with Mike White's coaching. He is not a good coach. I give him his flowers. He put together a good roster, but that game against Marquette showed exactly why Mike White is not a good fucking coach. That is why. And I put it in my write up too. I was like, I don't trust Mike White, but I should have just left it alone. Because that was pure coaching right there. That's all that was. That ending was pure coaching. They could have covered that spread, man. All right. So what do we have? We do have I don't know if you guys want to tail it or not. I do have Ole Miss against Florida laying the 6.5. You guys can probably take that live if you want. We have UConn plus the points. Um that's all I got early right now. That's college football. So we do have let me see. Yeah. Ole Miss is 14-14 right now. So you can go and grab the 6.5 if you want. And then we got UConn against Syracuse. It's 14-21. You can go and grab the 10.5 with UConn if you want. That's the early games we got. All right, so let's get started. I'm just gonna jump right into it. We got, like I said, if I skip any games that you guys want to talk about, please let me know, and I'll go back and we can talk about them. But if not, I got a few games that I kind of targeted in college football, and then obviously college basketball. And we're going to cover the full NBA slate. The NBA slate is not that big. All right, so first game I want to talk about in college football is the App State game. Leave this up for y'all. Oh, I would take advantage of that for real, guys. It's only $10. Use that QR code. Get in there. It's for a full month. Guys can't beat that. All right. So we got JMU, we got James Madison taking on App State to start us off. Um I like James Madison here. I think it's a pretty clear cut spot for me. The Mountaineers have had plenty of time to prepare for this game. And that's why I think this is, a decent spot. I think they're going to probably cover this by probably two touchdowns. They're coming off. App State is coming off of a pretty bad loss to Coastal Carolina, so that did kind of hold me a little bit. I just don't think they got it. JMU's offense had, or not JMU, App State's uh, offense. Let me see here. Yeah, they gave up a ton of rushing yards in that game. App State gave up 203 rushing yards. They gave up a ton of third downs. Yeah, I'm not messing with App State here. James Madison has a lot to play for right now. I think this is a James Madison spot all day. Me and Oliver were talking about it. He kind of agreed with me on this one. So this is one of the earlier games that we're talking about. I think you go ahead and lay it with James Madison. Um, they're still fighting, so they got Coastal Carolina. They beat Southern Miss, Georgia State. I'm on them, man. I like them. They got four straight wins. Charlotte, Gardner Webb. Uh, did they beat North Carolina? I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if they beat North Carolina. I know they lost to L.A. Monroe. I know that. All right, so we're going to rock with James Madison in this one, laying the points. I think this is a good spot for them. They have won 7 of their last 8 games against non-AP ranked opponents in November. They have covered the spread in their last 4 road games. App State has not covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 games. So yeah, we're gonna rock with James Madison here. I got him in a teaser. I gave it out for free in the Discord. So James Madison is in a teaser that we have this morning. All right. Okay, here's a good one. All right, so this one's at 3 o'clock. We got Arizona. Oh, my bad, guys. All right, we got Arizona getting 10.5 here. We got TCU laying 10.5. We got a pretty high total here at 60, but I think it's for a good reason. TCU is laying 10.5 here. I think it's way too many. I really do. I think this is too many. I get why TCU is a big home favorite here. After that big win over Oklahoma State, I know this is a down year for Arizona. Like, guys, I get all that, but I still like this team. I still like this Arizona team a lot. Um, they need to win out. Arizona needs to win out. If they want to have any kind of bowl game, they need to win out. We already know TCU is already clinched. TCU is good to go. They have nothing to worry about. TCU is basically playing for pride right now. Um, we've seen TCU lose to Baylor by 1. They barely got by Texas Tech. I really thought they were going to drop that game to Texas Tech. And now, laying just 10.5 just looks way too much right now for TCU. So I really do. I really do like Arizona in this spot. It's one of the better plays of the day for me. I like Arizona a lot today. All right. We got ULM taking on Arkansas State. This is another one that I like a lot. ULM is getting 3. This is another 3 o'clock game. ULM is getting 3 points here. Arkansas State is laying 3 points. We got a total of 51.5 here. It's favored to the over. The money line minus 148 for Arkansas State is exactly where I'm going. Louisiana Monroe has been competitive. And they started their year off great. They were like 5-1. They look great. But if you look at the history between these two teams, Arkansas State completely owns ULM. I mean, ULM has not beat Arkansas State in years. I think they do the same here. I know the Warhogs have struggled, but they still have a good quarterback. I trust them as a small home favorite, versus a team they have just dominated over the years. I mean, they have not beat ULM has not beat Arkansas State since 2009. I mean, I like Arkansas State here, man. We're getting a really good price at the minus 148. Give me Arkansas State in this one. I would even lay the 2.5 here, honestly. But we're getting a pretty good price at the money line, if you ask me. All right, we got a big one that I'm sure everyone wants to talk about. We got Colorado taking on Kansas. Um, I think I did an article on this game. Did I do an article on this game? If I didn't, I wanted to. I'll tell you that. I know I did an article on. I know I did an article on Ohio State versus whoever the fuck they're playing today, Indiana. And I can't remember the other article I did. Was it Arizona? It might have been Arizona. It might have been the Arizona game I did another article on. I can't remember. But it's one of them. But I wanted to do an article on this game. I respect Kansas, man. I do. I like this Kansas team. I do think they're a good team. And I know I know Colorado is a good team. They have played extremely good. I just think that this is a Kansas spot. The only problem is I think everybody is going to be on Kansas here, and that's my big issue. Kansas they're getting 2.5 points here. Colorado's laying 2.5, and we got a total of 59. Colorado's at a minus 135 on the money line, and Kansas is at a plus 114. I mean. Kansas 4-6, Colorado 8-2. Really short line. Kansas has really been kicking up lately. I mean, it's a tough one for me. I mean, Kansas, they're going to get up for this game. It's senior night. This Kansas roster is absolutely stacked with seniors. They got over 30 seniors like on this roster. They literally have a roster full of seniors, and it's senior night. Kansas has been an underdog lately that has just been upsetting the shit out of teams. Iowa State, BYU back to back weeks, man. Like what? Um, I mean that BYU win was huge. And now here you are playing fucking Colorado as a slight underdog. And it really makes me think that Colorado has this game. Um, as much as I hate it, I have to go with what I know. And I'm telling you, man, I think this is a Buffalo spot. You got to give me Colorado. Um, because in all fairness, they're rolling themselves. They have looked good, man. They are going for the Big 12 title, and college football playoff is right here. They're probably going to get a spot. I like them, man. Kansas, man, they've been playing really good, but they got to kind of come back down to earth at some point, and this might be it. I mean, it's a very tough game. It's going to be a very good game. But Kansas, I think the over could be a good spot too. The over could be here because let's be real, Kansas has a questionable defense. Colorado, fucking questionable defense. I mean, we could say it. But in order for me to back Kansas here, I will need to see more points. Like this is just not enough for me. And I think the world is going to be on Kansas today. And I don't necessarily like a public dog. It's just not how I bet. So give me Colorado here. I'll take the minus 135 on the money line. Very, very tough game. But I'm excited to see who comes out on top here. Is Kansas the real deal? I don't know, man. That BYU win was pretty fucking impressive. I got to give them that. Even that Iowa State game, man. Back to back big wins like that, and now you got a chance to knock down Colorado as well on senior night. Yeah, man, it's so tough, bro. It's so tough to fade Kansas here, but I have to. I would like to know where you guys are, man, on this game. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Penn State taking on Minnesota. This is going to be a good game, man. Penn State, they're a pretty good team. I know they haven't been, they have their struggles, but right now they need every game they can get. They cannot afford to lose anything right now. Um, They need this. They need to keep beating teams the way they have been. I mean, by big blowout wins. Because if they need to make a case to the bowl committee, they really do. I mean, I understand they're 9-1, but still, man, they got to make that resume look good. And so far, that's what they're doing. They are not taking their foot off the gas for anybody. And I don't think they do here. I honestly think that Penn State, man, if they're not playing if they're not playing a team like Ohio State or something like that, I don't think you hop in front of this team. I mean, I'm dead ass serious. If they're not playing just a team that is absolutely, just dominant like Ohio State, man, don't fade Penn State right now. I wouldn't. They're laying 11.5 here. Minnesota's getting 11.5. We got a total of 45 in this one, slightly favored to the over. So a low total like that does make me like the points here with Minnesota. But Penn State is a damn good team. And you know, I have seen a team that is just truly trying to make a case to the committee by the way they're beating teams right now. They beat Washington and Purdue in blowouts. And don't get me wrong, I know Washington and Purdue ain't shit. That's not really impressive. But this is what they need to do. They're doing the right thing. It's not like they are playing Washington and they're playing teams like Purdue. They're playing who is in front of them and they're doing the right way. They are beating the shit out of them and they're not taking their foot off the gas because they need to win by margin here because they need to make that resume look good. They know they need these blowout wins and I don't think this 11.5 is good enough. I think that Penn State can win this game by 14, 15, 16. Just put it up, man, because Penn State is putting up numbers right now and I'm expecting them to keep blowing these teams out. So I don't really see where Minnesota's points are going to come from, and I kind of think that's where this low total comes from. I don't think Minnesota puts up many points today. I think Penn State runs this game start to finish, and they continue to do what they've been doing. This is a team that's pretty dangerous, man. So I'm not, like I said, unless they are getting put in front of a big boy, I'm not fading Penn State. I just can't do it. They're too good of a team. So I'm gonna lay the points here with Penn State. Man, they should get an easy cover here. They're not, and that's the good thing we know about Penn State, and this is why I kind of emphasize it so much. They're not going to take their foot off the gas, guys. They're not. So you can count on that. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got BYU. We got BYU taking on Arizona State. I think I got something for this game. Yes, I do. All right, so we got BYU getting 3.5 points. We got Arizona State laying 3.5 points. My BYU boys just keep getting disrespected. But to be fair, is it really disrespected being an underdog to Arizona State on the road? I don't think so, man. I really don't. I mean, I know a lot of people, could say different, but all right. All right. So Arizona State comes in 8-2, BYU 9-1. I mean, this is going to be a war. Uh, you guys know I'm a big BYU guy. I like BYU a lot. I like their basketball program. I like their football program. BYU has made me a lot of money over the years. This year in college football, we have been talking about a lot about how BYU has been just super undervalued all year long. And we have taken advantage of that, man, especially in the earlier part of the year. If you guys were in Plug Talk and you guys were in here with us, you guys know we were on BYU a lot. And for good reason. This team was everything I thought they were going to be this year. We have seen them start to really kind of not purposely pump the brakes, but they are coming back down to earth a little bit. And we've seen that in their last couple games. I I mean, we just seen their first loss against Kansas. And what really hurt them in that game, in my opinion, is Kansas's run game. That Kansas run game is serious. I mean, between Devin Neal and Daniels, Kansas's run game is fucking crazy. I mean, it really is. It's crazy, but we can't sleep on, and that's my whole problem here, because we just seen Kansas, but now you're playing another one. Like Levitt is they got a good run themselves, man. They got Levitt is no Jalen Daniels. I know that. But you can't sleep on Levitt, man. This guy is good. Like he can run the ball. And then on top of it, they got how do you say that dude's name? Fucking Scattaboo or whatever. He's a fucking dog. I love this guy. Like, dude, he is honestly in the Big 12. He is one of the more underrated running backs in the Big 12. Like, this guy is a fucking menace. Um, I love him. I love him, man. And you can clearly see Dillingham has his team like high hopes, man. Like they know what they got to do and they're doing it. So we can't really sleep on. I mean, this team really thinks that they can make the Big 12 title. They really believe that, Arizona State, and they're playing like it. And Dillingham is not a bad coach, man. Like he knows what he's doing, and he's got this team hyped. Like they are playing like it. I just feel like that maybe BYU is once again getting a bit disrespected here with this line. This BYU team has shown us all year what they are. And yeah, they're taking a step back and they are coming back down to earth a little bit now, but and I think it does hurt because, like I said, I don't want to sleep on Arizona State's run game. And, we just seen Kansas beat BYU basically with the run game. That run game was serious. One of the best in the damn nation, honestly, with Kansas's run game. And now they have to follow up against Arizona State, who has a super underrated running back and quarterback duo. Both these guys are good, man. Levitt and Scatabo is both, or Scatabo, however you say his name, are both really good, man. Really, really good. Um, Very tough. I'm sticking with BYU. I'm sticking with BYU. They have made me a lot of money this year, guys. They have, and they've been good to us all year. I think this is going to be a really good game. Would it surprise me if Arizona State won this game? No, not at all. It really wouldn't. BYU is just kind of taking a step back right now. They're not playing their best ball of the year, but this is still a team that we cannot underestimate. And the books have underestimated BYU all year long. So them being an underdog here does not surprise me at all, and it doesn't scare me off of them neither. So give me BYU here. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't lose this game also. They had a chance to run the table. They really did, but they missed it, and it is what it is. I do think you take Cam Scatabo, however you say his fucking name. You guys know who I'm talking about. Take his rushing yards. 90 plus is at a minus 120. I think that's a good one. Also, I think Sam Levitt. I think you should look at his rushing yards as well, or at least if you get his rushing attempts, that might be a good one, man. I'm not seeing any rushing attempts on DraftKings, but they do have his rushing yards at 25 plus at a minus 105. Obviously, I like Cameron's a lot more at the 90 plus at a minus 120. I'm personally betting that myself. I think he has a huge game. So I think that's exactly what they come in here and do. ASU is going to rely on that run game a lot here against BYU, and I can see it. So that's where I'm going on this one. Definitely going to be a good game, though. Look at Indiana, man. Indiana's trying to hang in there, huh? 7-14 right now. They're hanging in there. UConn's hanging in there too. Mm, I did like UMass. I'm not gonna lie. And look at the line now. It's only at 29. UMass was getting 42 and a half points today. 42 and a half points. Like, bro, what? I get they're playing Georgia, but Jesus Christ. Honestly, I told myself when I looked at that game, if UMass scored one touchdown, they were covering that number. And they did. They scored a touchdown already. And now the line's all the way down to a 29 and a half. That fucking was good money. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Wisconsin taking on Nebraska. Not my favorite game, but it is going to be a good one. Let me see if I can find it. What time does this game start? 3:30, right? Why do I not see it? BYU, Arizona State. Oh, here it is. It's underneath the Michigan game. So you got Wisconsin getting 1 point. You got Nebraska laying 1 point. You got a total of 41 here, locked up on both sides. Looks like Wisconsin is at a minus 102, Nebraska at a minus 118. Both teams are coming in 500 on the year. The line opened up at a 2.5. So it's went down a little in favor of Wisconsin. I kind of like the Badgers here. Um, just this line alone is kind of telling me what's going on here. You could make a case either way. I mean, let's be real. You can really look at either one of these teams and flip a coin and be like, that's who's going to win this game. I do like what I've seen from Wisconsin. I worry about Wisconsin just a tiny bit because, their defense does give up a lot of yards, man, especially when it comes to passing yards. Their defense, they just get that secondary is not that great for Wisconsin. But both teams are coming off of some tough losses, and I think they both are going to show up here. Honestly, Nebraska, they're a decent team. I just don't know if I trust them enough here. Nebraska, they lost four straight, but the problem with them losing four straight, they lost to four straight really good teams. So it's hard to hold it against them. They have played some tough teams, man, and I don't know if that's going to help them more here, which it obviously would, but this should be a competitive game either way. I would honestly take the points with the Badgers here. Um, I do have a couple trends that kind of lean us into the Badgers, which is Nebraska has lost their last 8 November games. Um, at home. Wisconsin has won 5 of his last 6 games as an underdog against non AP ranked teams. Nebraska has failed to cover the spread in 7 of their last 8 home games against conference opponents. And the road team has covered the spread in 6 of their last 8 games between Wisconsin and Nebraska. So all of them trends back us with the Badgers here. So give me Wisconsin in this one, man. I think they get it done. All right. All right, we got Texas Tech. All right, we got Texas Tech playing Oklahoma State. I don't think I got any notes for this game. I think I skipped over this one. Yeah, I did. I skipped over this one, so this one's coming off the clip. All right. So we got. Let's see if I can find it. All right, so we got Texas Tech laying 5 points. We got Oklahoma State getting 5 points. We got a total of 64. It's locked up on both sides here at a minus 110. Texas Tech at a minus 180. Got Oklahoma State at a plus 150. So Oklahoma State's coming in 3-6 on the year. Texas Tech 6-3. The line opened up at a 3.5. So we obviously have some pretty favorable movement coming in on Texas Tech here. I mean, there ain't too much for me to think about in this one. I think we see a lot of points, man. Like I think this is going to be a game with a lot of points. Texas Tech should honestly get us there almost by themselves. I think Texas Tech has a huge offensive game here. Oklahoma State's defense is terrible. I'm sorry, it is terrible. They are giving up 30 points, 40 points. It doesn't matter. This team is just a bad defensive team. Um, and you're playing an offense like Texas Tech, I expect that shit to get a little out of control. You know, I do expect Oklahoma State's offense to score some here. It ain't like they're going to go with no points at all. Oklahoma State will help put us over this number, but I think honestly, Texas Tech does a lot of this heavy lifting for us. They're a pretty decent offense, man. Uh, I don't think that the Red Raiders have the best defense neither. Um, Now their defense. So we got. Let me see. The Cowboys are giving up 31.9 points per game. Their offense is ranked 68th in the country. Their defense is ranked 111th. Then we go to Texas Tech, and Texas Tech is sitting here at they're averaging 35 and a half points, and their defense is giving up 35 and a half points per game. So I think this game goes over. There's nothing telling me that this game is not gonna go over. Let me see here. The last game was what? Colorado. They gave up 41 point or no, they let me see here. Yeah, they gave up 41 points in that game. 41 points. All right, we're taking the over in this one. I think it's probably an easy one. It's one of my more favorite plays of the day, to be honest with you, is this over. You get the over at a 64. I like it, man. There's a couple of overs I like today, and this is one of them. All right, and here's another one. We have East Carolina playing North Texas. This is probably one of the bigger totals on the entire board today. So you got East Carolina playing North Texas here. You got East Carolina getting 2.5 points. You got North Texas laying 2.5 here, and we got a monster total at 73.5. Locked up on both sides at -110. I don't see how we don't go over here. I mean, I really don't. I know it's high, and I know it's probably square as fuck, but I have to go with it. UNT was looking good to start the year. I mean, this offense is really solid, guys. It is. They recently have been giving up so many points though. So in the beginning of the year, we seen North Texas just look like an offense that couldn't be stopped. They were putting up a lot of points quick. Now they still are putting up points, but they are giving up a lot of points quick. And now you're coming in and playing East Carolina, who they made that quarterback change, and they look like a brand new offense. I mean, this East Carolina offense looks amazing, man. Um, and they're kind of catching North Texas when they're playing their worst defense all of the year right now. They are giving up too many points. 37 or more points have been giving up in four of their last five games for North Texas. And ECU, like I said, they made that quarterback change to Hauser, and ever since he got in there, I mean, this East Carolina looked like a brand new offense. They have been putting up points, and they look good. Their offense just exploded. Um, UNT has also hit the over in seven of their last eight games as well. So that is why we see a 73 here, and I think it's okay. I think both teams get in the mid 40s in this game. If not, one of them hit in the 50s. So I like the over in this game, man. That 73 is just not high enough. The way East Carolina's offense is playing, and we already know what North Texas can do. So give me the over here. I don't think it's high enough, man. They tried to set it high to scare people off. I don't think it's enough. All right, next game we got Utah Tech playing Utah. This ain't my favorite game neither, but I still think it's worth talking about. All right, so if I can find it, fucking time is this game? I do got to start writing the time down on these so I can go right to it on DraftKings, or I'm just going to start typing them in. Yeah, because I don't see it. No, I do not see it. I guess I'm going to go off of what's on the thing because I do not see this game. Is it not Utah? Who are they playing? Is Utah not playing Utah Tech? Is Iowa State? Did I write that wrong? I had to have. I had to have wrote it wrong. That's why I'm not finding it because it says Utah's playing Iowa State, not Utah Tech. Yeah, I think I wrote it wrong, guys. Oh, I'm an idiot. I got this mixed up. I think this is a college basketball game today, and I have it mixed in with college football. I don't know what I did there. We're going to keep it moving though. We're going to go to the Baylor and Houston game. I don't know. I don't know what that game is. I really don't. I don't know how that even got in there. All right, so we got Baylor versus Houston here. That's why when I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know if I like this game. I was like, I don't even know where it came from. All right, we got all right, what time is this game? Baylor and Houston. This game but this game's on at 7, right? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's on at 7. All right. So we got Baylor coming in laying 7.5 points. We got Houston getting 7.5. And it looks like we have a 50.5 for a total here, and it's locked up on both sides at a minus 110 here. Um, I mean, we got these are both pretty good teams here. This should be a good game. I think it is a lot to be laying here with Baylor, but again, I'm a Baylor guy. Like I like Baylor, but I don't know if I want to lay 7.5 here. I think we can. I mean, if you look, Houston, they didn't look great against Arizona, and that's what worries me playing a team like Baylor. The defense wasn't awful, but they still give up a ton of third downs. There's a lot that this team does wrong. And if you do that against Baylor, they're going to make you pay every single time. So I don't know, man. I think this is a lot of points. Houston's offense is not great. They need to figure something out quickly because they could honestly get beat up pretty bad here if that offense doesn't bring in some kind of answers. Baylor's they look good versus West Virginia, man. They really did. They look good versus West Virginia. They moved the ball super well. And if they play anything like that they did in West Virginia or against West Virginia, in this game today, well, this game could really get away from Houston quick. So I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna rock with Baylor in this one. It's not because I like Baylor. It's just I think they're the better team. I think they're playing the better ball. Their offense is much better. Um, yeah, man, it's gonna be Bears. All right. Let me see. My bad. I'm just now looking at the comments. My bad, guys. All right. So you said you need help with what? Ohio game with Indiana. Take Ohio team total or the game. Dude, that's a. We already talked about that game. It is such a tough game. Um, I did a write up. If you want to go to the website real quick, I did a write up over there. You could probably look and see more in depth of what I have, but that game should be almost over now. Anyway, I would leave it alone. Honestly, we were on Indiana. Misread. We were on Indiana in that game. It's looking good, but I would just, if you didn't get on Indiana in the beginning, I would leave it alone. I don't know where the line is now. I'm looking. So Indiana is getting 21 and a half points. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie, Misread. I would hop on that 21 and a half for Indiana at a minus 125 right now. Personally, I would. All right. All right, we got Bama. Is this another 7 o'clock game? Bama taking on Oklahoma. Where are you? Oh, it's 7:30. That's why. All right, so we got Alabama laying 14 here. We got Oklahoma getting 14. We got a total of 46. It's slightly favored to the over. Um, I mean, Alabama, man, 8-2. Are they worthy of being a eight and I mean, are they worthy of being this big of an under? I mean, big favorite here against a team like Oklahoma? I think so. I really do. I think they should get it done here. This Oklahoma offense just look, this you don't know what you're going to get, man, with Oklahoma ever. You don't know if their offense is going to show up. You don't know if they're not going to show up. Alabama, at least they are a consistent team. At least you know what you're going to get from Alabama, right? I mean, this is a team that is averaging 40 points per game. They have been all year. They every time they play a team with any kind of name, they put on a show, and I think that's what they do today. Alabama should be get another humongous game from Milrow. I mean, this guy is insane, man. Oklahoma just doesn't have the horses to keep up, and that's all there is to it. And I don't think Alabama is going to put their foot on the brake. I really don't. You know, I I like Alabama's team total. Anything under 50, I'm comfortable with, honestly. Like, do not be shocked when Alabama puts up a 50 burger on Oklahoma today because that's exactly what they do. I love the over in this game. But I like Alabama's team total a lot more. I'm trying to find it now. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. All right, so you got Alabama over 28 and a half at a minus 150. We don't want that. They're not even allowing me to go up to 40. I can only take the over 35 and a half. Bro, give me Alabama's team total over 35 and a half at a plus 185. I'm all over it. Stop playing with me, bro. That's going to be our play here. Alabama team total over 35 and a half, and I love this. I love this over in this game. You guys just got a VIP play from me too, by the way. It's going to be Alabama's team total. It's going to be my VIP play is Alabama's team total over 29.5. It's at a minus 135. That's my VIP play. I gave you guys one yesterday too. But I think you can take this all the way up to 35.5. I think the books are cowards, not giving us more than that. Stopping us at 35.5 is some bullshit. Uh, Texas A&M taking on Auburn. I haven't really watched either one of these teams this year, to be fair. I really haven't watched Auburn or Texas A&M this year. I'm not a big Texas A&M guy. I'm really not, man. I know they're a good team and all, but even when it comes to basketball, I'm not really a big Texas A&M guy. I know they can recruit really well, and they got a lot of hype over the last few years. I don't know, man. All right, so Texas A&M is laying 1.5 here. You got Auburn getting 1.5. You got a total of 47. Slightly favored to the under in this one. I mean, Texas A&M is the better team. We got a really light line here. I mean, to be fair, this line is screaming Auburn. And it has nothing to do with me not really liking Texas A&M as a program. I just think that this line, man, is telling us that, that the Tigers have a really good chance at winning this game outright. Texas A&M, they demolished New Mexico State, man. Oh my God. They beat the dog shit out of them boys. You know, this team has put up a lot of points. I mean, they're a good offense. They have put up 34 or more points in 4 of their last 5 games. So Auburn is going to have to get off to a quick start. And they're going to have to put up points to even try to stay in this game, which I think they're going to do. Um, you know, I my thing is, are they going to be able to last the full game? Are they going to be able to rock with Texas A&M for 4 quarters? That I don't know. We're gonna find out today. I love Auburn in the first half. I think Auburn definitely stays super competitive in the first half. I just don't know if they're going to keep it up the full game. That's my only worry. So give me give me Auburn in the first half. I know I think they just lost at home to Vanderbilt as well. Yeah, they did. So I like them, man. This line don't make no sense. It makes zero sense. Texas A&M has lost their last 3 November games as a road favorite. Texas A&M has failed to cover the spread in 7 of their last 8 games as a favorite against a non-AP ranked team. Auburn has covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 games as a home underdog against top 15 AP ranked teams. So they play good. Auburn plays good in step up games. I guess they play with their food like they did with Vandy. But yeah, we're gonna be rocking with Auburn here, man. We're gonna listen to the books. The books are telling us Auburn has a shot. The world is probably looking at this number and licking their lips with Texas A&M. All the money in the world is coming in on Texas A&M today, and this line continues to move in favor of Auburn. Makes no sense. We're going to be rocking with Auburn here, man. I like Auburn in the first half. That's my play I'm giving to y'all. Auburn money line minus 105. You could take the plus half a run in case we get a tie in the first half. Maybe like a 14-14 in the first half. So take the plus half a point at a minus 120 in case we get that tie. But I like Auburn here. All right. Last game, and then we're going to head over to college basketball. We got USC taking on UCLA. So Let me see here. I know UCLA is the underdog because I like UCLA in this game. Damn, man. Ohio State's starting to run on Bama, man. I mean, on Indiana. Ole Miss is trying to hang in there. Come on, Ole Miss. Start to tear them up, man. All right, we got last game of the night for us. We got USC laying 5 points here. We got UCLA getting 5 points. We got a total of 52. Slightly favored to the under here at a minus 112. You could catch USC at a minus 180. You can catch UCLA at a plus 150. I know you're not going to like this one, but I am on UCLA here. I think you wait as long as you can. The money is going to continue to roll in on UCS here. I think probably by the end, once the game, I think we could probably get about a 6.5 with UCLA. It's at a 5 right now. I think we get this line up to about a 6.5, to be honest. I get why USC is favored here. They just beat Nebraska, and that QB change really looks promising. Um, but UCLA has to win out. They have to. They have looked good offensively recently. I give them that. I like what I've seen from them. They look like they really want to make a shot. You know what I mean? They, I mean, them beating Rutgers. I mean, they broke down Iowa, man. That was nasty work. And then they even beat Nebraska. They even beat Nebraska. Um, they look like that they're really trying to make a case, man. Like they want to win out, and they're playing like they want to win out. So I'm going to continue to ride with the momentum here with UCLA, man. This is a big game for them. We're getting a good amount of points in a game that honestly could come down to a field goal. So I'm going to take the 5.5, but I'm going to wait because I honestly do think that we get more points as the day goes on. So I do like what I've seen from UCLA recently, man. I think we continue to rock with these boys. So give me UCLA here. We're gonna lay the 5.5, but we're gonna wait. I think we can get this up to about a 6.5, man. All right, college basketball. Mm, mm. I might actually miss some of these games. Let me see what. Hold on, I gotta go look at the games. Actually, it's Cincy and Georgia. Oh, that's Georgia Tech. Oh, I might have missed it. Yeah, I missed it. It's all right. All right, so we're going to start at 3 o'clock. All right, we're going to start at 3 o'clock with UAB and Illinois State. Okay, so we did miss the other games that I had, but that's okay. It's only two of them, so we're good. We'll just start at the 3 o'clock games. All right, so we got Illinois State taking on UAB. Illinois State off to a really good start, man. These Redbirds have been something serious. UAB has let me down a couple times already this year. I'm a little nervous about UAB. I don't think they're as good as I thought they were. I know it's still early, but I'm not comfortable laying any kind of points with UAB right now. They're laying 7.5 in this game. Illinois State is getting 7.5. We got a total of 145.5 locked up on both sides here. Honestly, I'm taking the points here with Illinois State. They have been playing really good. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They're covering numbers. UAB has lost three of its last four games against non-conference teams, especially when they're at neutral sites. UAB has been folding, and we know this is a neutral site game. So, look, man, I think that UAB is they have a good roster, right? They are the better team, without a doubt on paper, but I can't look past Illinois State right now. Their offense looks great, man. They're playing good ball. We've been on them a couple times to pull an offset, and they did. Both defenses are struggling, so I could see this game go over. Neither one of these teams really care much about defense right now. UAB can't shoot the three ball at all, and that's their problem. UAB is just out there putting up these ugly ass threes, and they're not falling. So until they fix that, man, we're gonna not back UAB, because we all know if you're constantly trying to put up threes and they're not hitting, and you're not getting them offensive rebounds, you're gonna get buried really quick. And that's what we've been seeing from UAB. They they just need to kind of get back to that inside, play in the paint and start depending on that 2 point ball a little more. That's what I want to see from UAB. Illinois State is, I think, the more square team. They're the more balanced team. They 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 don't play the best defense, but their offense makes up for it. Um, and I like backing them as an underdog. Now, if we start getting Illinois State as a favorite, I don't think this is a team we back laying points. But getting points, I like them. This team hits their free throws. They play teams incredibly tough. We've seen them already pull a couple upsets. I mean, I like Illinois State here, man. Give me the 7.5. It's just way too many points to lay with a team like UAB right now. So, and we've been on both of these teams quite a bit this year. We've watched both of these teams play plenty of ball this year. So I'm pretty comfortable with this one. Give me Illinois State. Now I know UAB is going to start showing up soon, right? They will, but I just don't feel like it's here. All right, we got what is that? Oh, that's Eastern Shore. I definitely got something for this game. Um, Hold on. I know I got notes for this game because I like this one. This is a good dog right here. Or wait, no, 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 not Eastern Shore, because Eastern Shore is playing Illinois, right? Oh yeah, no, 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 not this one. Yeah, this is the one that we are not going to be backing the underdog in. Illinois is probably about to wipe the floor with these boys. The only problem is we're not laying this number. I think it's even moved. It was what I write down 36. I think it's even moved over that. So we got, oh no, it's still 36. All right, regardless, it doesn't matter. We're laying 36 here with Illinois. You got Maryland Eastern Shore getting 36. We got a total of 154.5. It's slightly favored over. Team total. I don't care where it's at. Anything under 100 for Illinois is what we're taking. Illinois will put up 100 points in this game. They are going to drop 100 burger. Illinois did lose that game versus Alabama, but I told y'all they were going to. We knew that Bama was going to come out there and wipe the floor with Illinois because they didn't have the D1 experience. And this team, don't get it twisted, right? Illinois is full of talent. They have one of the best recruiting classes in college basketball, but the experience was not there to play a team like Alabama. It just wasn't. And that ended up being exactly what ended them in that game. They did not have the experience to play a team like Alabama, but luckily in this class or in this game, you don't need experience to play a team like Eastern Shore. You just don't. Um, Maryland Eastern Shore has covered a lot of games lately. They have been covering so far this year. They don't turn over the ball. Like, there's a lot of things to like about Maryland Eastern Shore. There is. But the problem is they can't rebound, right? So Illinois has a humongous rebound advantage in this game. Like, it's not even fair. And the other thing is you're on the road and you can't play defense. I mean, Maryland Eastern Shore has one of the worst defenses in the country. They are bottom five in the nation when it comes to playing defense. And Illinois is not a good spot for anyone, right? Playing Illinois at home is not a good spot for any team, let alone the bottom five worst defense in the entire country. I mean, there is no reason Illinois is not going to put up 100 plus points tonight. None at all. So we're taking their team total. It is at 95 and a half. I'm laying it. Give me over 95 and a half at a minus 110. I don't think they take their foot off the gas. I think they ride this whole thing. All right. My bad, guys. I'm looking at this Portland State game. I need more points, man. I don't know what's going on with they need to start scoring, bro. Portland State is on some bullshit. St. Thomas is doing everything they need to do, but Portland State is on some bullshit, bro. There is no reason why they should not put up 70 points in this game. St. Thomas plays zero fucking defense. I got the over 152 in this game, and it's if Portland State don't start hitting some buckets, man, I'm not going to hit this total. Portland State needs to start putting up some fucking buckets. All right, let's keep it moving. We got NIU playing DePaul. So let's see what Northern Illinois. Mm, 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 mm. Fuck is this game at? I don't see this game. Let me refresh this shit. Oh, never mind. I got it. All right, we got Northern Illinois getting 17 points. We got DePaul laying 17. We got a total of 143. Slightly favored to the over here. Um, I mean, this is a lot of points to be given a Northern Illinois team. Like, I know DePaul's off to a really good start, man. And Northern Illinois, they're not really looking like the best of teams. But this is a team that always plays other teams tough. They like to cover. I just think this is way too many. DePaul, they are undefeated and they are at home for this game, so I get it. Um, I just don't. Northern Illinois, man, they lost two games back to back, but this is still a team that covers, man. They have one D1 win this year so far. I get that DePaul is the better team. I just think that this is too many points to be given an NIU team that we have over the years won a lot of money with. And I think this is the kind of game that NIU will show up for. They have scored 71 points so far this year. They're averaging. Their defense is only giving up 66 points per game. I mean, I like what I see from them, man. I I don't think this is as bad as a team as their average or as their record looks. You know, I like this Northern Illinois team, man. Um, They're not good in the second half. I'll say that. They're not good. They're not a good second half team. So give me Northern Illinois plus the points in the first half here. I think they put up a fight. Do they run the whole 40? I don't know. But I definitely do like the plus 10.5 in the first half for Northern Illinois here. I think they can put up a fight for at least 20 minutes. So give me the 10.5 here with Northern Illinois. This is a team that's won us a lot of money over the years, so we're gonna stick with them. North Alabama. We got ULM playing North Alabama. All right. So let's see if I can find this. I'm about to just start typing them in. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, they're starting to put up some points. Let's go, boys. Portland State. They just need to keep it up, man. That over looked so easy. It really did. That over just looked so easy. All right, I can't find this game. All right, we're skipping this game. I can't find it. We got New Mexico playing UNLV. We got UNLV coming in at. They're laying 11 points. New Mexico State is getting 11 points. We got a total of 142. Looks like it's favored to the under here. UNLV is a huge home favorite here. They come in at 3-1. New Mexico State 3-1. The line opened up at 12. It looks like it moved in favor of New Mexico State a little bit. I mean, I like the Rebels here. There's no reason not to back the Rebels. New Mexico State, man. UNLV is there. I think it's justified them being this big of a favorite at home here. You just look just across the board, they are the much better team. New Mexico State, I mean, UNLV is just better, right? They are just better than New Mexico State in every single category. I mean, this UNLV team on KenPom is almost breaking top 100 in the nation when it comes to three pointers. They are right there. They're 101. They are almost there. Um, they're 3-1 at home so far. This is going to be what, fifth straight home game this season. Jesus Christ. Uh, I mean, I like UNLV here, man. The value is definitely with UNLV. I don't understand why they're not a bigger favorite. Probably because New Mexico State has won three of their last four games. UNLV lost three of their last four games following a home win. So there are a couple trends going in favor of New Mexico State here, but I don't trust the Aggies, man. I really don't. We have not backed the Aggies at all this year. And I actually was on this team last year. I mean, this team is 205th in the nation when it comes to offense. Defensively, they have given up, or no, defensively they're 205th in the nation. They have allowed 70 points per game. um yeah, I'm not messing with the Aggies, man. We haven't yet this year, and we're not going to start now, not against UNLV at home. I'm going to lay the big number here. All right, Cal Poly. If you guys are in VIP, you know that Cal Poly has been one of our teams that we have circled. Cal Poly's getting 20.5 points here. We're laying 20.5 with St. Mary's. We got a total of 148.5. Slightly favored to the over. This is my first time this year that I will be fading Cal Poly. And it's because I mean, this is one of our most profitable teams this year. Like, no shit. Cal Poly is covering numbers left and right. We have not missed a single spot on Cal Poly yet, and I think we've took them three times already. This will be the first time that we fail them. Last game versus Arizona State, only losing by 4 as like a 14 point underdog, only losing by 4, and they almost took the lead late in that game. They're a good underdog team. I give them that, and getting a lot of points like this, I normally would swoop up on this, but there's a problem because most of the teams that they have played have not been a defense like St. Mary's, and I know that St. Mary's really hasn't shown how good this defense truly is. But we can't forget that Randy Bennett is the coach of this team, and this St. Mary's defense is going to pop out soon. And I don't want to be on the wrong side of it. And this looks like a damn good spot. We have seen nothing but offense from this St. Mary's team so far, but I know for a fact that this is a defensive team. This is a defensive program, period. They are ranked 16th in adjusted offense right now. They're like mid 100s in adjusted defense, which is rare. Usually they would be, top 50 right now, and their offense would be down a little bit, but it's the other way. But that just means it's coming. I really think that Cal Poly runs into their head here. This is going to be an extremely tough game. They have yet to see a team like St. Mary's. I think they kind of get brought back down to earth a little bit. I think Cal Poly probably loses this game by 30 points. And I'm telling you, I've been backing Cal Poly a lot this year. I just feel like this is that bad spot, man. That situation where Cal Poly could really get punched in the mouth. So I do. I do. I mean, think about it too. You can argue that this could probably be a quick little letdown spot for Cal Poly. I mean, you almost beat Arizona State outright last game. You almost beat them outright, bro, as a 14-point underdog. Like, come on. They're coming in feeling themselves. I think St. Mary's gets to them tonight, man. I really do. Um and maybe Cal Poly is the team that I think they are. Maybe they are just going to be that massive wagon this year that I think they're going to be, because they already have been. But at the same time, I'm not going to get caught just blindly backing Cal Poly because they've been winning us money. I think if there's any spot that they can get blown out the water, I think this is it. So give me St. Mary's here, laying the 20.5. I think they bring it tonight, honestly. All right. We got Mississippi Valley playing BYU. You got Mississippi Valley here getting 45 points. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? 45 points. BYU is laying 45 points in this game. We got a total of 143 and a half. So you are laying 43 points with BYU, and there is only a total of 143 and a half. Like, bro, that is insane. I I can't. I love BYU. I think this team is for real. Uh I mean, the Delta Devils look great versus Kansas State. In that first half, they looked amazing. Yeah, they fell apart, but I don't know. They ended up covering. They ended up covering that game against Kansas State. They fell apart in the second half, but Mississippi Valley covered that spread against Kansas State. I think my God, they have been playing a tough schedule. Mississippi Valley has no weak teams on their team really. Now, have they been getting cooked? Yeah, they've been getting beat the fuck up, but they have played no one but good teams. I think they get beat up again today. I think BYU beats the brakes off of them, but is it going to be by 45 points? Everything has to go right to cover a spread like this. Your threes have to be on point. Your defense has to be terrific. In order for BYU to cover this spread, They cannot allow Mississippi Valley State to score more than 45 points. I I just don't see it. I don't. Unless BYU, which I think they can do, if they hold them to the 45 and put up 100, which I think they could do here. Um, let's go see where BYU's team total is, because when I see a spread like this, that's what I usually go to. 94 and a half, I'll take it. Give me BYU's team total over 94 and a half here. I think we could probably lay the number, but not my favorite game on the board. It's a very, very tough one. Just because it's the biggest spread on the board, and laying 45 and a half points with any team is not easy to do, guys. So be cautious with this game. I would go BYU's team total in this one. Very, very tough game. All right, we got Stanford taking on Santa Clara. We got, I think this is the last game. Yeah, this is the last college basketball game I got. All right, so we got Stanford coming in, laying 1 point. Santa Clara getting 1 point. We got a total of 146 and a half, slightly favored to the over here. Santa Clara has not started off the year too great, where Stanford has been on a run. I mean, they're 5-0, they're undefeated so far this year. I've been watching the Cardinals, but I have not been betting them. Both teams, man, are just, they're tough, man, because I know Santa Clara is good. I know they are. You look at head-to-head match between these two. It's 3-3 in their last six. Santa Clara won. It looks like their last game between each other. Santa Clara won on the road, 89-77. The over has hit a lot between these two. Um, you know, Stanford is playing the better ball. They are. They've been just straight good so far. Are they going to come back down to earth? I think so. I mean, this is a top 40 defense in the nation right now, Stanford. Then you got Santa Clara, who's bottom 100 nation in defense so far this year. They are at the bottom 250 mark of shooting percentage. I mean, Stanford is actually covering spreads as well. They're not just winning; they're covering spreads. I mean, I don't understand this total or this spread. It doesn't make really too much sense to me. I mean, Stanford has won their last 7 games against non-AP ranked teams. Santa Clara has lost 4 of their last 5 games against non-conference opponents. Stanford has won the first half in 7 of their last 8 games against non-conference. I mean, I just don't understand this spread. This spread is telling me Santa Clara wins, but from what I've seen so far, Stanford is playing really good basketball, guys. Really good basketball. So I'm gonna go with Stanford here. I'm gonna rely on my eye test on this one and not really look too much into the line on this one, which normally I do. Normally I would back the books here, but I think Stanford's playing too good, man. They're 4-1 against the spread right now. I mean, they're 5-0. They're just playing too good basketball to be laying a spread like this. I mean, I don't get it, but if it's a trap, bring a big fucking net, man. Give me Stanford here, laying the 1 point. You could take them on the money line at a -120. This line does say Santa Clara, but Stanford is playing the much better basketball right now, and they look for real. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're heading to the NBA, and then I'll get you guys up out of here. Give me 1 minute. Damn, why can't I find this game? God, yo, we covered by one. Let's fucking go, right? What is 92? Am I tripping? What is 92 plus, or what is 91 plus 62? 153, right? Is that 153? Yeah, it's 153. Let's fucking go. We covered. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Needed that over. We covered by 1 point. I had the over 152. Sheesh. All right, good shit. All right, let's talk NBA, man. And I'm busting out Pine Sports Jackson bot again, bro. If y'all ain't got this fucking bot, do yourself a favor and go get it. I mean, you're absolutely tripping if you don't get this bot, bro. I love this thing, man. I really do. I love it. Like, put it this way. I know a lot of you guys use props.cash, right? If you like props.cash, you're going to throw that shit out the window when you start using this. I swear to God. So it's like, for any of you guys that play cards, it's like you're playing spades and then you learn how to play pinochle. That's what this is like. It's like you're just upgrading from something that's good to something that's just fucking great. Like, so if you guys want to sign up for this bot, man, just hit me up. I'll send you a link. You can get 50% off and a free trial if you use my code. Like, this Jackson bot is worth it, y'all, for real. Not, and I'm not just saying that because I know a lot of people use it for picks, which I do here. I give picks off Jackson on here for props. But the research, bro, oh my God, it literally cut my research down in half. Like, my notes are so easy to do now with this thing. It's not even funny. Like, I can compare two players by just talking in my phone. Like, I don't have to type anything, look anything. Any research I need, I just ask and it gives it to me. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like I said before, this bot is like Google Gemini and Siri put into one. It's your betting Ultron. Your betting Ultron. All right, let's get started with the NBA, man. I'm not going to sit here and brag about this bot anymore, but I do think you guys should get it, man. The bot is really helpful. All right, we got the Knicks and the Jazz, man. We got the Knicks and the Jazz. I mean, if DraftKings wants to ever fucking load, like, all right, we got Knicks at a 9.5. We got the Jazz at a plus 9.5 at home. Looks like we got a total of 236. It's locked up on both sides. Knicks are at a minus 410, and the Jazz are at a plus 320 at home. Normally, I'll be back in the Jazz here at home. I think the Knicks are overrated. I think this team is overvalued, and I think they're once again overvalued here on the road. The problem is the Jazz have been awful. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what's going on over there, but this team has just been goddamn awful. 3-12 on the year so far is ridiculous. I don't trust this team as far as I could throw them. And as much as I don't like back in the Knicks, I have to here. The Knicks are obviously still missing a couple guys. The Jazz are without Clarkson, Kessler. This is two teams going in two completely opposite directions. The Jazz are tanking where the Knicks are fighting. I mean, the Knicks are really starting to heat up. And it sucks. It really sucks because We don't even get a good price with the Knicks. When they weren't playing good ball, they were overpriced. And now that they are playing good ball, they're even more overpriced. Um, the Jazz just continue to suck. I mean, losing to the fucking Spurs, man. Like, Jesus. I get why the Knicks are favored here, but I don't think it's justified for them to be this big of a favorite. But it kind of forces you into a corner because you have to back them. If you're going to take anything, take the Jazz maybe early in this one, but there's no way we back the Jazz until further notice, man. Until further notice. So there is one thing going with the Jazz here. The Jazz have covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 home games against the Knicks. So I just want to throw that out there in case anyone is kind of leaning the Jazz and you needed that extra push. That's what it is. The Jazz have covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 home games against the Knicks. But I just can't. Cat has really dominated in his previous games against the Jazz. You look at Cat, he has hit 12 rebounds in his last 4 home games. I mean 4 road games against the Jazz. He has put up 25 or more points in four straight games against the Jazz. Um Cat has just absolutely shit all over the Jazz. He has scored the first basket in his last 2 games against the Jazz. Cat has. So I like Cat here. He absolutely dominates the Jazz. So give me Carl Anthony Towns, man. I think he shows up big tonight. Let's see what the bot likes. But I like Carl Anthony Towns. His numbers against the Jazz are just too good not to look at. Oh, go figure. He likes Carl Anthony Towns today. Rebounds and assists over 14 and a half. It's at plus 100. He's expected to get 16 tonight. This is hit in 7 of the last 3 games. I mean, 7 of the last 3. 7 of the last 10 games have gone over. So definitely look for Carl Anthony Towns tonight to have a big game. I like his points, rebounds, and assist, but I like his points and rebounds probably a little more depending on where we're going to get him at. Let me see. So you can get his 42 points PRA at a minus 115. I don't want to do. I'm going with 39 plus at a minus 115. For Cat. So 39 plus points and rebounds at a minus 115. I think he can get that done. I mean, that's still a lot. Yeah, I think he can get that though. That's where we're going. All right, we got the Pistons and the Magic. We got the Pistons and the Magic. All right, you got the Pistons getting 9.5. You got the Magic laying 9.5. You got a total of 206. Slightly favored to the over at a minus 112. You got Magic 10-7, Pistons 7-10. The line opened up at a 9.5. It hasn't really moved. The Magic are favored here for obvious reasons. They're playing good ball, but the Pistons make us money, man. This is a good covering team. I like the Pistons a lot. They're scrappy. One problem, they're missing Cade Cunningham. Like that is huge. That is huge, man. Where the Magic, they're obviously Wendell Carter Jr. is still questionable for this one. Um, I mean, the Magic are just a better team. I mean, it is what it is. They're playing good ball, man. And I don't know if this is going to be a letdown spot because of that win over the Lakers, but that was a beautiful win, and it's hard to jump in front of this team right now. It truly is. The Magic are playing such good ball, man. But this Pistons team has been decent, man, and we can't sleep on them when we're getting this many points. I like the Pistons a lot. I've been talking about them all year so far. And I know they're sure-handed right now, and I know they're missing guys. They're missing their best offensive player, man. One of the best offensive players in the entire NBA in Kay Cunningham. But I still think that this is justified here, man. I like the Pistons. I like buying into bad news, and Cade Cunningham is probably the worst news you could get for the Pistons being out. So or questionable, whatever you want to call it. So give me the Pistons here plus the 9.5, man. I'm gonna take the points here. I know the Magic have been getting right at home, and I know it's a not a great or not the sexiest bet, but I'm gonna be rocking with the Pistons in this one, man. Okay, so the bot is like in Jalen Suggs 3 points to go under tonight. Under 2.5 at a minus 120. He's only expected to get 1.8 tonight. That gives you a median of 1.5. This number has also went under in 8 of the last 10 games. They also like Jaden Ivey's 3 pointers to go under 1.5. He's only projected to get 1.2. This number is also gone under in 8 of the last 10 games. Now for the overs, it likes Ivy's rebounds. Jaden Ivy's rebounds over 3.5. He's projected to get 4 tonight. This line has gone over 7 of the last 10 games, but you're only getting a median of 4.0. This is not a good bet. I advise you to stay away from it. I honestly think you should go with the under on Jalen Suggs 3 pointers tonight. That's where I would go on this one. All right. Let's keep it moving. We got the Hornets taking on them Bucks. Fear the deer. All right, so it looks like the Bucks are laying 7.5 here. It looks like the Hornets are getting 7.5 points in this game. The Bucks are home. We got a total of 224.5, slightly favored to the under. Bucks are at a big 310 on the money line, where the Hornets are at a plus 250 here. Bucks 7-9. They've been kicking up lately. I give them that. The Hornets are 6-9 on the year. The line opened up at an 8.5 in favor of the Bucks, so we're actually seeing movement come in on the Hornets here. I don't know if I want to step in front of the Bucks yet. I mean, the Bucks are on the end of a back to back here, but they're starting to really look like a team who's starting to put things together. They won 5 of their last 6 games. It's hard to step in front of them right now. That one loss was very questionable at the end. It was against the Hornets, right? So they kind of got maybe some revenge on their mind, man. When the Bucks are playing with revenge, I mean they could be dangerous. I'm sure the Bucks haven't forgotten that game at all. I mean, because you could argue that the Bucks should have won that game, honestly. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I think the Bucks are playing with revenge here. I don't think they forgot about that game. I think the Hornets probably get beat up on here. We have seen the Bucks really step up their game lately, and I still think the Bucks are a team that's overrated. I don't personally put money on the Bucks unless I am fading them. But I'm also going to tell you spots that I think they're good in, and I think this is a good spot for them, especially after the way the last game ended against the Hornets. This is a huge revenge spot for the Bucks. The Hornets have failed to cover the spread in their last 7 night games following an overtime win. The Hornets have lost their last 9 road games against the Eastern Conference after winning as underdogs. The Bucks have won their last 9 Saturday night games against teams that held losing records. Um, there's quite a few ones I don't necessarily look too much into, but it's fair to say the Bucks are the better team in a way. I think with Portis and Brooke Lopez, I think Giannis just snapped the other night, boy. Like he just snapped. But I do think that this is a good spot for the Bucks. I'm gonna lay the points here. I think the Bucks get their revenge. I don't think they forget about that last game at all. So we're going to go ahead and rock with the Bucks in this one, man. But I won't be betting this game. Let's see what we got here with the bot. It likes Lil. Well, you can take this if you want. I refuse. You Damian Lillard's 3 pointers to go under 3.5. It's at a minus 148. He's only projected to get 2.23 tonight. That gives you a median of a 2.0, which is not terrible. And then he has hit this number. He has gone under 3.5 threes in 7 of his last 10 games. The one over that it likes is Brandon Miller assist over 3.5 at a minus or at a plus 120. He's projected to get 4.3 tonight. That gives you a median of a 4.0, which is really good. And this over has hit in 7 of the last 3 games. I love Brandon Miller, bro. I love this guy. He is a fucking gem when it comes to player props. He has won me a lot of money this year. His rebounds and assists are usually good money. But I would agree. I like his assists tonight as well. I like his points and assists. I like his rebounds and assists. I like Brandon Miller in general. He is just a good player, and he goes out and gives you 100 every game. So I like Brandon Miller here. I actually agree with the bot on this one. I like Brandon Miller a lot tonight. All right. We got the Grizzlies taking on the Bulls. So we got the Grizzlies laying 5 points. You got the Bulls getting 5 points. We got a total of 243 in this game, slightly favored to the under. Grizzlies at a minus 205. You got the Bulls at a plus 170. Uh, Pretty high total here at a 243, man. It does make me want to look at some player props in this one for sure. We know we can we say that the Grizzlies are the better team and they should be favored here? But something's telling me, man, that maybe the Bulls get it done. I mean, this line is a little fishy. I mean, it opened up at a 4.5, and I get the Bulls are at home. So we are seeing moving coming in on the Grizzlies. But I don't know, man. I think this line looks fishy. I really do. I think this line is telling me Bulls get this win. Grizzlies are still missing Morant, Edie. I mean, I like the Bulls here, man. I really do. I don't think we have seen the best of the Bulls yet. We have not really seen the Bulls break out, and it's getting late. I don't know if they're ever going to. But they look good in their last game, man, against the Hawks. The Hawks fucking suck though, and I know that. We were on the Bulls against the Hawks. And I they beat them outright. The Hawks are just bad though. So I don't want to take too much context into that. But to everybody else, that was a really good win for the Bulls. So I think maybe that's why we see this line where it is. I mean, but nonetheless, a lot of people are going to be backing the Grizzlies here. I like the Bulls in this one, man. I think the Bulls come out here and put up a good fight at home. Um, Let me see here. See if we got any trends backing this up. No, we ain't got nothing backing us. The Grizzlies have covered the spread in 7 of their last 8 games. The Bulls have lost 7 of their last 8 games following a win. There is nothing backing the Bulls here when it comes to spreads or trends. So maybe I'm on the wrong side on this one, but I'm going with what I know, and I think the Bulls get this one done. Something's telling me, man. Something's telling me this is the one. The line just doesn't make sense. All right, let's see what this thing likes. Because I do think this could be a good game to take some player props in. I'm thinking like Levine, to be honest with you. I'm thinking Levine probably goes off tonight for the Bulls. It's the only way they're going to stay in this game is if he has a big game, guys. At least that's what I think. But let's see. So it's got Jaren Jackson Jr. blocks to go over 1.5 at a minus 135. He's projected to get 2.6 tonight. This line is hitting 7 of the last 3. Um, See what the unders are. Jalen Wells rebounds under 3.5 at a plus 126. He's only projected to get 2.4 tonight. This line has gone under in 7 of the last 10 games. It also like Desmond Bain's PRA under 34.5. He's only projected to get 25 tonight, and his line's out of 34. That's a median of 26, man. That's a big number. And his PRA is also going under in 7 of the last 9 games. So give me Desmond Bain's PRA to go under here. That is just a way too big difference. That's a huge median. I like it, man. Give me Desmond Bain's PRA to go under tonight. And like I said, I personally like Levine. I like Levine. You could take his points and rebounds to go over. I think it's a good look, man. I know the Bulls are on a back to back, but I like them here. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We only got a couple more games. We got the Blazers taking on the Rockets. All right, so Rockets, man, these boys are fucking. I love this Rockets team, man. I really do. But if I ever do fade the Rockets, it's on the road. We do not fade the Rockets at home. We don't. If you think there's any chance at all that the Rockets have a chance of not covering, you don't fade them. You just don't bet the game when they're at home. That's my rule. Like I can't fade the Rockets, man. We back them at home, and that's all there is to it. The Trailblazers are still a horrible, horrible team. Uh, Aiton, Henderson, they're both out. Rockets don't have a single player listed on the injury report. I mean, you can't tell me that the Rockets over the last few years have not been one of the best home teams in the NBA, and they continue to prove it. They are one of the hottest teams in the league right now. They are playing some of the best basketball in the league right now. There is no way we get in front of this Rockets team, guys. No way. Um, do I wish we had a bit of a smaller line here? Yeah, I do, but I think they cover it. We've seen them cover these numbers at home all year long. Um, we're all over the Rockets here. Give me the Rockets laying the points here. I think this is a big spot for Jalen Green to pop out. I think he has a huge game. He's been having a huge game all year long. The Rockets have won their last 7 home games. The Rockets had covered the spread in their last 7 games. I mean, even Sengun has been absolutely unbelievable. So Jalen Green, he has hit, bro. Give me Jalen Green's points wherever the fuck they're at. He has scored 26 points in 4 of the Rockets' last 5 games against the Trailblazers, and I don't care what y'all say. There is no way Jalen Green's points are anywhere near 25. Uh, I'm backing it, man. Give me Jalen Green, and I know I said Jalen Green. Did I say Jalen Green yesterday? I can't remember who I said yesterday. I know I said Curry and Jalen Green, and I know they didn't get close, but they're going to today. They're going to today. All right, so give me Jalen Green 25 plus at a plus 235. I love it. I'm gonna back it until he gets it. So give me Jalen Green 25 plus, man. 25 plus points at a plus 235. He plays really well against the Rockets. The Rockets are at home. There's no reason to try to fade them or anyone on their team. Jalen Green has hit three or more 3-pointers against the Trailblazers in 4 straight games. Also, so that helps. So give me Jalen Green's 3-pointers as well. All right. Let's see what the Rocket like, or let's the Rocket. Let's see what the bot likes. All right, so it likes Simmons rebounds to go under 2.5 at plus 100. He's only projected to get 1.2 tonight. This line has hit in 8 of the last 10 games. Also, Van Fleet, it likes it steals over 1.5 at a minus 162. He's projected to get 2.5 tonight. This line has hit in 8 of the last 10 games, guys. So Van Fleet steals over, and then Simmons rebounds under for this game. All right, next game we got the Warriors and Spurs. All right, we got the Warriors coming in laying 3 points. We got the Spurs getting 3 points. We got a total of 229, slightly favored to the under. You got the Warriors at a minus 155 here, and you got the Spurs at a plus 130. Um, I want to keep riding with the Warriors. I truly do. I mean, I know Spurs are probably in a good spot for a letdown. This line does not make too much sense to me. I mean, why are we only laying 3 points with the Warriors, who are the best road team in the NBA? This looks very, very weird to me. Is there something I'm missing? I know the Warriors are on a back to back. I know that, but does that really fucking matter for the Warriors? It doesn't. The Warriors play good on the road. They play really well on back to backs. This line makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So if someone could tell me, is there anyone out? Because from what I see, this line is telling me that Wembyana is playing, but he's listed as questionable with his knee injury. But this line is telling me that Wemby is playing. I mean, it just makes no sense. I mean, come on, bro. I don't get it. This line is more. This line is more of a Spurs line than it is a Warriors line. This line is telling me the Spurs win this game outright. Honestly, this line is telling me the Spurs win this game outright. But the Warriors is a team that I do not fade on the road. So I'll stay away. I still lean Warriors here, but this line tells me that the Spurs win outright. So be super careful with this game because I think the Spurs are going to win this game just strictly off of reading a line. So the bot likes Draymond Green tonight's PRA over 20.5 at a minus 120. He's projected to get 22.8 tonight. This line is hitting 8 of the last 10 games. It also likes Kuminga 3 pointers over 1 at a minus 182. He's projected to get 2 tonight. Um Personally, for me, I mean, I really got to go and look and see who's in and who's out for this game. But I mean, Curry did let us down yesterday. I kind of like Draymond Green. I like his or not Draymond Green. I like Wiggins. I like Wiggins. I think Wiggins could probably he's been stepping up big in his last couple games, man. He's hit 27, 20. He's hitting more than 25 points in the last 2 games. I know that for a fact. Because he's been balling. I mean, you got Steph Curry looking for a good game, man. This is tough because I like all Warriors tonight. The Warriors have won their last 6 road games against the Spurs as well. Like they've won their last 6 road games as not even as favorites. It doesn't matter. They just won their last 6 road games against the Spurs. And they're a minus 155 on the money line tonight. This shit makes no sense to me, man. No one has an opinion either. All right, fuck it, man. We're going to stick to what we've been seeing, man. Give me Wiggins tonight, 25 plus. Give me Curry tonight. You can get Wiggins at 25 plus at a plus 550. I'm taking it. Give me until I see different, man. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to come out here and ball. I like it. Give me Wiggins over 25 points tonight, 25 plus at a plus 550. I also like Curry 25 plus as well at a minus 105. I think they come out and ball, man. I really do. That's where I'm at. I like the Warriors. Fuck it. The Spurs have failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 games after a win. There's too much here, man. I don't get why the line is like this. I really don't. All right, we got the Nuggets taking on the Lakers. So we got the Lake Show coming off of a pretty bad loss for the Lake Show, man. Them boys fucking dog walked their asses right off the cliff. We got the Nuggets getting 4.5. We got the Lakers laying 4.5. We got a total of 236 here. Slightly favored to the over. You can catch the Nuggets here on the road at a plus 150. Catch the Lakers at a minus 180 on the money line in LA. Um, Tough game, man. Tough game. I was really surprised to see the Nuggets lose the way they did the other night. I I don't know if the Lakers should be favored at home here over the Nuggets. I really don't. They have a rest advantage, sure, but do we really think that the Nuggets should be an underdog here against the Lakers? I mean, I know a lot of people will say yes, but I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Um, you know, they're going up against the Nuggets, and I mean, just history alone. I mean, go look at the previous years and the games these guys played. The Nuggets absolutely own the Lakers. The Nuggets also got Joker back last night, which is a huge deal for this team. The Lakers have been playing a lot of games that have been very, very close. Like this Lakers team loves to play in sweaty ass games. And I mean, each of the last 5 games have been decided by six or less points. Yeah. If you look, their last 5 games have all been decided by 6 or less points. I'm sorry, man. Give me the fucking Nuggets here. Nuggets win this game outright. Like this is another game that makes no sense to me at all. I like the Nuggets here. I think they win outright. I'm not backing the Lakers at home. I don't think it's justified. I truly don't. And I know people are not going to agree with me, but I don't think the Lakers are justified to be favored here over the Nuggets. The Nuggets have owned them in previous. In just look at the history. Nuggets own them. They got Joker back. I mean, I'm not doing it, bro. Big Nuggets here for me. I like the Nuggets to win this game outright. When we're talking about player props in this one, uh, Joker is back, so that comes into it. Give me Joker for a triple double. Um, I know it's not priced well. We're getting raped on the price. But you can get Joker triple double at a plus 100. LeBron James, I think he has a big night. He always steps up when he plays the Nuggets. That's one thing about LeBron. You go back and look at his last whatever games, he always comes out and balls against the Nuggets. But the Nuggets have won 12 of their last 13 games against the Lakers. So I think this is just going to be a battle between Joker and LeBron, like it always is. So give me LeBron for 25 plus. Give me Joker for a triple double. And let's see what the bot likes here. So for the over, it likes Christian Braun points over 13 and a half. At a minus 105. He's projected to get 17 tonight. 17. That gives you a median of 17. And this line has hit in 9 of the last 10 games. You also got Joker's PRA over 49 and a half. At a minus 115, he's projected to get 56 tonight. This line has also hit in 9 of the last 10 games. So that's what it likes today. All right. I believe that's all we got, guys. Oh, we got Presley in the building. Presley was good, girl. Came in late. We almost done. About to wrap up. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I'm about to die. All right. Let's get to the best bet, man. I'm gonna hit you guys with the best bet, and then we're gonna get out of here. I think that was the last game. Yeah, that was the last game. All right. So the best bet. We are gonna go to I want to give you guys a good one, man, because we are on a roll with best bets. We are on a fucking roll with best bets. Didn't I tell you I had a? Didn't I say I had a fucking? Damn, what was the? I gave you guys a VIP play already, but I can't remember what it was. What was the VIP play I gave you guys? I agree. I agree with that. I think the over does hit in this game, Presley. For the Lakers game, I agree. I think the over hits as well. I really do think that's a good look. I can't remember what the VIP play was I gave you. It was in college basketball, right? Damn, that sucks, man. I can't remember what the play was I gave you for the VIP. Because I didn't write it down. Was it Illinois? I think it was Illinois team total. That's what I'm going to give you guys anyway. We're taking Illinois team total over 95 and a half. Like I said, I think Illinois scores at least 100 tonight. There is no way that I don't see Illinois reaching 100 tonight. So college basketball play of the day for me is going to be Illinois team total over 95 and a half. I will go grab that soon. I think they're going to get it done, guys. All right, man. VIP is only $10 for your first month. It's over there on the corner. It's been up this entire show. If you guys want to sign up, man, now's the time. We are on fire. Yesterday I gave you guys Houston Christian, man, as a 11, 12 point underdog. I gave you guys a plus 500 money line. Man, they were so close, man. I have a couple dogs that I like tonight that I'm about to give out to VIP. So yeah, I didn't share them on the show with you guys, but I definitely got them in VIP. We've been hitting a lot of nice underdogs this year so far. I think we continue to do it today and for the rest of the season. We're seeing the board extremely well. Now's the time to join. You don't if you don't like Discord, you don't have to do the Discord. I offer a phone service, meaning that you basically get all my plays texted right to you. No, it's not through Dub Club or nothing like that. It's my own texting service that I provide. So you guys don't have to do the whole Discord experience if you don't want it. You guys can just simply get my plays texted to your phone every day straight from me if you want it that way. You don't have to do the Discord. So like I said, man, it's $10 for your first month. If you don't like the service for any reason, you let me know why at the end of the month and I will send you your money back. But I have yet to have anyone ask me for their money back. So, knock on wood, but all right, man. Guys, enjoy the games, man. I'm about to put out the late slate right now for VIP. So far today in VIP, we are 2-1 so far. So Georgia really let me down, bro. Georgia really let me down today. I really thought they were going to cover that spread, but it is what it is. Right now, we're still up, and all my bigger bets are in the later games tonight in college basketball. So our day really hasn't even started yet. All right, man. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Just DM me or email us or go on the website. You guys can get a hold of me through any of them that way. But yeah, man, we're out of here. I appreciate all you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I do have Chef Parlay coming on tomorrow, Snow G1. So she's been on the show before. She's really good with player props in the NFL, so I'm excited about that. I'm gonna try to get a couple other people on for the NFL show tomorrow, but at worst, I think it's probably going to be at least me and her. So I am excited about tomorrow's show. It's going to be coming on at 10:30 tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the NFL. Don't miss it, man. It's going to be a good show. We are only covering NFL tomorrow. I will not be covering college basketball. So just another reason why to get that VIP, guys. All right, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck with all your bets today. I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.